Hello, this is Run the Numbers. My name is Jason, and the video you're watching here on the Run the Numbers channel is in fact part of the warm-up series. And what does that mean? Well, the video being part of the warm-up series means that you're watching yours truly on the go, in motion, moving along. Hopefully it's not too bumpy today. It's not too noisy today, because yes, we're out and about walking through the beautiful streets of Los Angeles, California. But yeah, that's what makes it part of the warm-up series, because we're on the go. So the other thing about this video is that it's part of the 100 videos challenge, and that means that this is one video of 100 videos that I am creating and posting. I publish them onto YouTube, roughly one a day, and I do that, and the whole challenge is to do it all in 100 days. So yeah, that's quite aggressive. Do one video a day, all for 100 days. Sorry, loud mail truck that went through. So hopefully you heard me to say that this video challenge is to make a whole lot of content, one video a day for 100 days, publish them all, yes, roughly once a day. Okay, with that said, why am I doing that? It's so that there's a whole lot of videos out there, a whole lot of content that I'm creating that hopefully can help you on your personal finance journey. And you will benefit on your personal finance journey, hopefully, by the fact that you'll be interested in some of these topics. And today's topic is maybe interesting to you if in fact you have either considered or outright begun, or maybe even you're an expert, investing in crypto, in assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, there's so many, so I won't go too far into your different options, but I want to go into one specific coin, one specific asset within this class, and that is Bitcoin. And I want to ask the basic question as, what's going on with Bitcoin? Now I'm recording this video. It is April of 2024. So recently, in the not so recent, but relatively recent past, what's happened is there's been some spot ETFs where basically if you're looking to get into Bitcoin, you can purchase an ETF that helps you purchase into a holding with Bitcoin. That's one thing that has been catching headlines, something that some point to that has drummed up a whole lot of demand for the asset, and thereby has increased the price of Bitcoin. Now, another thing that is soon to happen, and a lot of people are very speculative and kind of trying to figure out exactly what's going on, what it all means. And so hence why I'm kind of questioning a lot as to what you might think as to what is actually going on. You'll have to do your own analysis. But what I'm getting at, what I'm sort of beating around the bush to say, is that there is something with Bitcoin mining that is expected to happen in the very, very near future. And that is the concept of a halving. Some people even call it the halvening. And that is every 4 years. And this is written into the protocol for Bitcoin itself. The whole idea is that the actual mining of Bitcoin, creating new Bitcoin, and having it as part of the the entire asset, it's a staple of the asset, that it will now become, you could say, twice as difficult, twice as expensive to mine Bitcoin. And another way to phrase that is to do the same amount of work in the process of Bitcoin mining, you're only going to be awarded half as much of Bitcoin than you otherwise would be, before this halving. So this happens, as I said, this is built into the protocol of Bitcoin. This happens every 4 years. Happened in 2012, 2016, 2020, and now here we are in 2024. And so yes, it's expected in the very near future to take place. And so a lot of people kind of look at past historical trends as to what happens following a halving, and really the data would show that in the, say, 18 months following one of these occurrences, one of these halvings, that there is an incredible bull run of the Bitcoin asset. Now, will we have that again in 2024? And if we do, how significant, how much will in fact we have? These are very good questions. A lot of people are expecting, again, a similar run-up in the aftermath of a halving here in 2024. My sort of takeaway, my thought is that it's really anybody's guess. If someone says that they're 100% accurate and they're guaranteed to tell you something, they're just simply mistaken. You can't guarantee these things. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. So yes, there are trends, there are things to say, but there's always occurrences that buck the trend, that in fact don't go along with what is quote unquote expected. However, people determine what exactly things are expected to be. So this is maybe a long-winded way to say there's a lot going on with Bitcoin, and there's a whole lot of chatter, and there's a whole lot of built-in expectations that it looks like people are having. I hear a lot of people pointing to the fact that yes, after having people kind of come to the various conclusions about a diminished supply of Bitcoin. Maybe not say outright supply that they're holding on to, but it's just pointing to the fact that in total the Bitcoin protocol is meant to have a build out that is capped. I think it's somewhere around 21 million coins to ever be in existence, that will eventually get mined and created, maybe 100 years into the future, a very long time for all that to finally take place. But yeah, I guess once there's new focus on a halving, it maybe points to people's understanding of how yes, the supply isn't infinite, and that there's this element to it of a limited supply. Perhaps it's just simply that Bitcoin has yet another reason to surface in headline news, and thereby being more top of mind. More people are interested to either invest or otherwise trade in the currency. For all these reasons, there's various thoughts, and people are kind of going about their ways with different feelings and opinions and predictions. I want you to go ahead and make your own predictions on your own. If you feel yes, all these trends are pointing to something and they're accurate, that's something that you might conclude. You might think absolutely not. All these opinions about these existing trends, don't apply to today's world. That might be valid for what you're thinking too. I want you to make up your own mind, but just be aware that there is a whole lot of news with Bitcoin, and it very well could be something that you might want to act on. So it's kind of something of a heads up. So hopefully this video helps you and just kind of gets you thinking, because it's an interesting asset. And in fact, if you're interested in this asset, it's something to think about and consider and put top of mind. Okay, so hopefully we accomplished that today, making it top of mind, having you put some critical thought to it. I'm going to leave you there. Gotta run.